Fry. Delicious baked goods with the help of convection and tasty broiled vegetables and meats, all right in the oven. Cleanup is easy with the included dishwasher-safe air fry basket and self-cleaning oven. Visit Jim's TV and Appliance to see Maytag gas and electric ranges with the air fry feature. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, serving the area for more than 65 years.
On Main Street in Galvin.
We're buying a bigger home.
A 4-bedroom, but, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is malfunctioning.
Because we want kids.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait. We only have a cat.
Calculating farm insurance.
Is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
Add the power of Maytag to your laundry room with a washer built to handle tough loads. Plus, a model with the deep fill option delivering more water when you want it. With the power agitator and a variety of cycles and options, you'll have the help you want to power through laundry day. Shop Maytag top-load washers today at Jim's TV and Appliance. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, your Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana authorized service center, serving the area for more than 65 years.
We value you.
United Bank.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
Welcome back to KCHE. Neil Cruz bringing you postseason baseball from Holstein, Iowa Class 2A District 15. The second game of the doubleheader tonight will stage the number 3 seed Ridgeview Raptors versus the 6th seed, the OABCIG Falcons. The winner of tonight's game will head over to Hinton next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock and take on the district's number 2 seed, the Hinton Blackhawks. The first game tonight, Cherokee took down Maple Valley 4-3 in a nail-biter as Maple Valley come up into the bottom of the 7th, needing 1 run, and Cruz came in relief for the Braves and got the 1-2-3 out. This game, the team split in the regular season. OAB comes in with a record of 6-12, 4-6 in the Western Valley, led by head coach Tyler Johnson. They started 2-0. They've lost their last 3. 5 of their losses are 1-run games. So we'll run down some starting lineups and such for OAB. They will bat the pitcher on the mound, number 8, Bryson Kohler. Number 35, the third baseman, Jax DeJean. The first baseman, number 1, Trayton Kohler. Number 24, the center fielder, Gabe Winterrod. Number 12, the right fielder, Kelton Ladwig. Number 34, the DH, Evan Hoffman. He will be DHing for the left fielder, number 32, J.J. Parks. And then the shortstop, number 30, Damon Dossel. Number 21, the catcher, Isaac Hofflane. And the second baseman, number 2, Andrew Parks. They will take on the 3 seed, the home team tonight, the Ridgeview Raptors. They come in with a record of 13-7. They had led by head coach Eric Murtu, assisted by Jacob Murtu and Jeremy Lambert. They are 6-3 in their last 9 games. And Ridgeview will bat this way tonight. They will be led off by number 10, the center fielder, Trayson Price. The shortstop, number 1, Blake Murtu. The catcher, number 14, Kinnick Jensen. And then the cleanup hitter, number 15, the pitcher on the mound tonight, K.O. Murtu. The left fielder, number 3, Gavin Voss. Number 7, the third baseman, Caden Beatty. Number 22, the first baseman, Owen Worthen. And then the DH, number 42, Lucas Heilman. Number 2, the second baseman, he will be DHing for Ethan Mason. And then batting ninth will be right fielder, number 8, Noah Struck. These two teams met twice. Ridgeview won 2-1 on May 30th, and then in the Western Valley Conference tourney, OA won 15-4 on June 19th. Western Valley, a conference with a couple really good teams at the top. KP, Kingsley Pearson with the 23-2 record, Woodbury Central 14-5, and then Ridgeview came in third at 12-7. So you're listening to KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Iowa Class 2A District 15 first round action between Ridgeview and OABCIG. We'll be back in 1 minute with more pregame on KCHE.
Agnew Stossman, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, understands the value of teamwork. That's why we are looking forward to the accomplishments of the hardworking student athletes on our baseball and softball teams. Every achievement, big and small, is worth celebrating. Trust in teamwork, trust in tomorrow. Contact me, Lauren, or Dave at Agnew & Stossman Insurance Agency today.
Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Big city quality, small town values.
This is Iowa, and Avila Bank is now even more available for you. With 16 locations across the state, including new branches in Ames, Ankeny, and Sioux City. Right now, sign up for a Simply Free checking account and get your new debit card instantly. We'll even buy back your old bank's unused checks. Avila Bank has been banking in Iowa since 1870, and we're proud to be growing with your community. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available. Member FDIC.
Holstein.
Welcome back on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions to Ben Losher Memorial Stadium here in Holstein as they will host first round games in Iowa Class 2A District 15 between OABCIG and the home team, the Ridgeview Raptors. Let's talk some stats on our two starting pitchers. First for the Falcons, Bryson Kohler. He's a sophomore. He started 4 games. He's 3-1 on the season. He has a .324 batting average against, 12 strikeouts, and a 4.02 ERA. For the Raptors, they will send the senior to the mound, K.O. Murtu. He's pitched in 7 games, started 5. He has a 3-1 record. He leads the team with 37 strikeouts, and he has an ERA of 1.11. Just got done with infield for both teams. They're just about to do the starting lineups. We will step aside for another commercial from our sponsors and be back with baseball, postseason baseball on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Come on back to the Backdraft in Holstein. They have enjoyed and will continue serving you the finest in Backdraft to go. But you deserve a night out, a night away from home, no dishes after your meal, and a family-friendly social atmosphere. Sometimes getting out of the house is just better. And it's always better with the Backdraft menu. Pizzas, burgers, prime rib. Time to come on back to the Backdraft in downtown Holstein and extinguish your hunger.
We're over 80.
I'm Darren from Holstein Manufacturing and Holstein Fabrication. Our company was built upon making the best in residential and commercial grills, and we still do. But we have grown, added laser cutters, and expanded our services to offer fabricating and manufacturing of just about anything. We use only the best products. No shortcuts are taken, which means a better result for you. We'd love to help manufacture for you and your company. Please check us out online at holsteinmfg.com.
Hot flashes, night sweats.
Life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Valley Family Health. When you woke up today,
Value in every shopping experience at the Holstein Supermarket.
We know we're a smaller guy, so we can't always compete all the time with the big stores, but we try to offer a fair price, good products. We want you coming back, so we're not going to try and mess around with pricing on you. We try and eat as much of the cost with freight rates and everything going up. We're just trying to keep people coming in. We know everybody's budgets are tight. Ours are. I got good employees that we can steer you in the right direction for what you want. So thank you for choosing the Holstein Supermarket, where we value you.
Welcome back to Holstein. Neil Cruz bringing you baseball action. Iowa Class 2A District 15 postseason baseball here live from Holstein as they're hosting the Class 2A doubleheader. The first game tonight, Cherokee pulled out the win over Maple Valley Anthenoto to advance to the second round. They will travel to Underwood on Wednesday night, July 5th, next Wednesday, and take on the district's number 1 seed, Underwood Eagles. The winner of this game between the OABCIG Falcons and the hometown Ridgeview Raptors will head to Hinton next Wednesday to take on the district's number 2 seed in the Hinton Blackhawks. They are in District 15, so the sub-state game would be against District 16. And in District 16, you have number 1 seed Clarinda and number 2 Red Oak. You have AHSTW, Shenandoah, Trainer, and Missouri Valley in there also. So the winner of District 15 will take winner 16 and play to go to state. Lots of local Cherokee teams in action tonight. Newell Fonda's in action. MMCRU play at South O'Brien at 7 o'clock. Let's see what other teams we've got. I kind of highlighted some Class 1A and Class 2A teams. Alta Aurelia, Galen Catholic in action, Akron Westfield. No national anthem because they played it before the first game. So we are ready to play high school baseball. On the mound for the Raptors will be senior Kale Murtu. Murtu, like I said, a 3-1 record, a .257 batting average against. For the Raptors, 37 strikeouts and a 1.11 ERA. The big lefty on the mound for the Raptors tonight. The Falcons will start out this way. Bryson Kohler on the mound for them. Jax DeJean at third base. Trayton Kohler at first base. Gabe Winterroad in center field. Kelton Ladwig in right field. The DH, Evan Hoffman, DHing for the left fielder, J.J. Parks. Shortstop, Damon Dossel. Catcher, Isaac Hoffling. And second baseman, Andrew Parks. A beautiful night at the ballpark here in Holstein. You're listening to KCHE and watching live on Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Neil Cruz bringing you the action tonight. Murtu getting his warm-up pitches in, and then we will be ready to play some postseason baseball here in Holstein. Like I said, these two teams split during the regular season. Ridgeview won 2-1, and I think OAB got them 15-4 in the conference tournament. But this is the tournament that counts. So the umpire is good to go. We call batter up. I have 7:19 game time, and leading off will be the pitcher for OAB, Bryson Kohler, number 8. Murtu out of the windup. Swung on, fouled back, 0-1 count to Kohler. Second pitch from the lefty, an 0-1 count. A little bit high, ball 1. Bryson Kohler on the offensive side for hitting .314 on the season. That one fouled back, 1-2 count to Kohler. One, 2 from Murtu. Popped up. Shortstop is right underneath it. And makes the catch for the out. Does Blake Murtu to get out number 1. And due up for OAB will be third baseman, number 35, Jax DeJean. DeJean, just an 8th grader. Hitting .419 on the season. 13 hits. Murtu out of the stretch. Swung on, hit to center field. Center fielder comes running in and makes a catch. Diving catch made by center fielder Trayson Price for the second out. Now the 3-hitter for the Falcons will be the first baseman, Trayton Kohler. Two up, 2 down for Murtu. The lefty works out of the stretch. Ground ball, fair down the third baseline. Trayton Kohler's going to turn that into a double. Left fielder mishandles it, and he's going to be in for a stand-up double on the first pitch from Murtu. So 2 up, 2 down for Murtu, and then Kohler puts a double down the left field line, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Gabe Winterroad. The lefty steps in, so it's lefty on lefty. Murtu works out of the stretch. He checks the runner. Nobody holding him on. Inside for a strike. So 0-1 to Winterroad. Kohler, the runner at second. In for a strike. 0-2 to Winterroad. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Runner on second after the Trayton Kohler double. That one a little bit outside. 1-2. Kohler with a lead at second. 2 outs here in the top of the first. The 1-2 count pitch from Murtu. That one's up. 2-2. Swung on, foul ball, right underneath Winterroad. So it's a 2-2 count to Winterroad. Here in the top of the first, runner on second is Kohler after the double. 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch from Murtu. Swung on, popped up into shallow left field. The shortstop's back. Blake Murtu's underneath it and makes the catch as he runs towards the foul line for the third out. So the Falcons get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 on. So after a half inning of play here in Holstein, 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the first, back in 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital.
Memorial Hospital and Clinics, Ida Grove, Holstein, Odeboat, and Mapleton. Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove is your ideal hospital, where personalized care is delivered by friendly, familiar faces you know and trust. 10 providers at 4 local clinics, as well as 11 outpatient clinics on site, allow for accessibility and convenience. Find out more about how Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove and their area clinics can be your ideal hospital and your partner in health and wellness. Horn Memorial Hospital, your ideal hospital.
Important to you, and you want it to look exactly right.
Of the first, 0-0 score. Ridgeview got a guy on second. OAB got a guy on second. Trayton Kohler with the double, and they couldn't make anything out of it. Pitching on the mound for OAB will be sophomore Bryson Kohler. Kohler on the season, a 3-1 record, 4.02 ERA, 12 strikeouts. He's got a .324 batting average against him. And leading off for the Raptors will be number 10, center fielder Trayson Price. Made a nice diving catch in center field for out number 2. Price on the season, 25 hits, leads the team with a .357 batting average. The first pitch from Kohler drops in for a strike on Price, 0-1 the count. These teams split in the season. Ridgeview won the early game at the end of May 2-1, and then OA got him in the WVC tournament. Swung on, foul back by Price. 0-2 the count on 2 pitches from Kohler. Kohler just a sophomore. The 0-2 to Price. That one's low, nice dig by Hofling. 1-2 the count. Price digs in the right-handed batter's box. The pitch from Kohler, base hit into right field. Just fair. He's going to round first and leg it into a double. He's going to be in with a stand-up double to start things off for Ridgeview. And the Raptors are in business with the guy on second. And that'll bring up the shortstop, number 1, Blake Murtu. Blake Murtu on the season. A freshman hitting .356. Tied for the lead on the team in RBIs with 15. That one's low in the dirt. Nice block by Hofling. 1-0 count. Price a threat to steal. 24 stolen bases on the season. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One count from Kohler. He sets up in the stretch. The shortstop creeps over to hold on Price. That one's a little bit outside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. Murtu with a 2-1 count. Fouls that back. 2-2 to Blake. On deck will be Kinnick Jensen, the catcher. 2-2 from Kohler. And it's a little bit outside. Ball 3 fills the count. Kohler playing out of the stretch. Base hit, scores 1 here. That's fouled down the third baseline. Price makes his way back to second. Full count from Kohler to Murtu after he fouls 1 off. Price with a lead at second. Kohler works out of the stretch. The payoff pitch. Fouled down the first baseline that time. Murtu stays alive. Bottom of the first here, 0-0 the score. Ridgeview started things off with a Trace and Price double. Blake Murtu at the plate with a full count. He's fouled a couple off. Nice throw. Pickoff move by Kohler. Nobody at the base, so he just threw it to the shortstop. Price slides back in safe to second. The 3-2 pitch from Kohler swung on, foul back. Murtu keeps alive. (3-2) the count from Kohler. Sophomore pitch into a freshman. The full count pitch, up and high, ball 4. Nice at bat by Blake Murtu as he draws the walk. So the Raptors have first and second with no outs, and that'll bring up Kinnick Jensen, the catcher, number 14. Kinnick Jensen, just a freshman, hitting .296 on the season. He does have 1 home run to his credit on the season. He tries to lay down a bunt, and he fouls it straight back. 0-1 the count with runner on first and second here in the bottom of the first. The 0-1 from Kohler. Lays down a bunt right down the first baseline. Kohler grabs it and throws to first for the out. But the runners advance, second and third. Kohler kind of fouled that down the line a little bit further than OA would like, but he picks it up and throws to first for the out, and that'll bring up the pitcher for the Raptors, number 15, K.O. Murtu. K.O. on the season, 22 hits, 6 doubles, hitting .344 on the season. We're with runners on second and third here, one out. Swung on, base hit into left field. One's going to score. And Murtu Blake is going to be held at third, and Kale picks up an RBI as he scores Trayson Price for the game's first score. And the Raptors are ahead 1-0 on the base hit on the first pitch from Kohler to Kale Murtu. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 3, Gavin Vaz. Courtesy runner for the pitcher. Let's see who they're going to run. Number 12, Gavin Steer. A junior will run for Kale Murtu after the RBI single to get the Raptors on the board with a 1-0 lead. Blake Murtu at third, and now OA will have a timeout, and Coach Johnson will have a mound visit to talk to Kohler. First and third for the Raptors with one out. 1-0 after the Kale Murtu RBI single that scored Trayson Price. Price led off the inning with a double. Coach Johnson makes his way back to the dugout. Umpire cleans the plate. We're ready to play baseball. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Raptors with runners on first and third. One out. Bryson Kohler, the sophomore for the Falcons, works out of the stretch. First pitch to Vaz is inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count from Kohler to Vaz. Steer gets a pretty good lead at first. Nobody holding him on. First baseman's playing in the grass. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Vaz. One, two, the count from Kohler to Vaz. One out. Swing, foul back. Third baseman Caden Beatty on deck for the Raptors. Vaz settles in. A sophomore hitting .306. The 1-2 pitch from Kohler. Swing, fouled back. The winner of tonight's game will travel over to Hinton next Wednesday night, July 5th, and take on the District's 2 seed, the Hinton Blackhawks. Vaz steps in after he gets the signals from Coach. Runners on first and third, one out for the Raptors. 1-2 count to Vaz, and he swings on. He bloops one into shallow center field, and it's going to fall for a hit. And Blake Murtu will cross and score for the game's second run. It's a 2-0 game. RBI single for Gavin Vaz, and advances Steer to second and gives the Raptors a 2-0 lead. And Caden Beatty will make his way to the plate. The third baseman, a senior, tied for the team lead in RBIs with 15. He's hitting .367 on the season. First and second for the Raptors, one out. They're looking to put more on the board than just the 2. Kohler works out of the stretch. Swung on, hit to center field. Winter Rhodes underneath it, and he makes it for the catch for the second out. So 2 outs, runner on first and second for the Raptors, and due up will be the first baseman, Owen Worthen. Worthen on the season, hitting .250. He's also got 15 RBIs, 12 hits. 2 down, runners on first and second for the Raptors. They hold a 2-0 lead over the Falcons. Pitch from Kohler, a little bit outside. Kohler gets a sign from the catcher, swung on, hit right to the second baseman. And Parks makes a nice catch for the third out. The Raptors plate 2. and take a 2-0 lead as we go into the top of the second, back in 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
24/7 means 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, which I'm sure you already knew. But did you know the Loaf Schumann Rec Center in Holstein is now available 24/7? It's official as of February 1st, giving you even more value to your very valuable wellness membership. A full gym, cardio equipment, free weights, however you like to work out, you can now do it 24/7 with the new 24/7 access at the Loaf Schumann Rec Center in Holstein.
Horizons in Ida Grove, where
Do you need a reliable and affordable electrical contractor for your home, farm, or business? Whether you need installation, repair, or maintenance, Power Solutions is the right choice for you. Power Solutions is a locally owned and operated company based in Alta, Iowa. Power Solutions has been serving Northwest Iowa with professionalism and reliability. Power Solutions also sells and services Briggs & Stratton generators, so you have power wherever and whenever you need it most. Don't wait. Call Power Solutions today at 712-200-4160 or visit them online. Power Solutions, the only solution you need.
As we go to the top of the second, leading off for OAB will be number 12, the right fielder, Kelton Ladwig. Murtu out of the stretch. First one in. Going to be a ball and past the catcher. Had him, Murtu, down for just 11 pitches unofficially in the first inning. The second pitch here. A little bit outside for a ball, 2-0. Murtu, 3 pop-outs for outs in the first inning. That one high, ball 3. Had that Trayton Kohler double in there, but a pop-out to short, center field and short to put him down in the first, the 3-0. That's low for a ball. He'll issue his first walk of the night, and Kelton Ladwig will be aboard for the Falcons, and Evan Hoffman, the DH, will be up next. Evan Hoffman, the DH, with a runner on first. Ladwig after the walk. Ladwig gets a lead. Murtu's first one in, swung on and missed, strike one. With Murtu being the lefty, you got to take a look at that. He gives a really long look over to first, and with those lefties, you just never know if they're coming at first or throwing home. Swung on, foul back for strike 2. Murtu doesn't really do much of a front leg kick. He just kind of lifts it and goes forward. Sometimes you'll get those lefties that'll lift that front leg and then just stand there and stare at first, not knowing whether they're going over or going home. The 0-2 for Murtu. A little bit high in the zone, 1-2. Murtu with a 1-2 count. To Hoffman. That one swung on and fouled. So with a runner on first in Ladwig after the walk issued by Murtu to lead off the inning. Hoffman has a 1-2 count against him with no outs here in the top of the second. That one a little low, ball 2, 2-2. Top of the second, 2-2 count for Murtu. Swung on, base hit into right center field. Ladwig's going to be waved around second. He's going around third. He's being stopped at third. Hoffman's going to be tagged out at second as he tried to stretch the single into a double. So he gets a single and he's thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. And Ladwig makes it to third. So a runner on third, 90 feet away. And that'll bring up number 30, Damon Dossel, shortstop for the Falcons. Murtu works out of the windup. First pitch in for a strike to Dossel. Dossel hits one foul ball. And the youngster in the crowd almost made a nice catch there. 0-2 with one out to Dossel. That one's outside, ball one. Dossel on the season, he's a senior. Batting 159, 7 hits. Swung on, hit to center field. Price is underneath it. He makes the catch for the second out. The run and play at the plate, and he's going to be safe. And Ladwig scores Falcons' first run. It's a 2-1 ball game. So the sac fly by Dossel scores a run, and it's 2-1 Raptors. Now the catcher, number 21, Isaac Hofling, will bat for the Falcons. Hofling on the seas, a freshman. Swing and a miss, strike one. Isaac's only played in 6 games on the season, only 5 at-bats. Outside, ball one, 1-1. Beautiful night here in Holstein for Class 2A doubleheader or postseason baseball. The 1-1, swing and a miss, strike two. One, two count from Murtu. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Murtu got him. First strikeout of the night for Murtu. The Falcons get one on one hit, no errors, and they leave none on base. So after 1.5, it's 2-1 Raptors back at 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital.
At Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, we want your corn and you want the best price. We can both win. We strive to give you multiple marketing tools for your toolbox by offering a variety of contracting options, including basis, minimum price, HTAs, bonus premiums, and accumulators. You work hard for each bushel, and we work hard to give you every penny you deserve at Quad County Corn Processors in Galva, partnering with farmers to fuel the nation.
Hospital. When you insure your ag,
a personalized approach to maximize profits on your farm.
We try a lot of the new stuff on our own ground before we go and recommend it to the growers so we know how it works and whether we think it makes a good fit for the customer or not. Rod's Fertilizer and Sales, your farming friends since 1985.
A personal approach to your farming operation at Rod's Fertilizer and Sales in Galva.
They can come in and get stuff answered right away instead of going through the corporate chain. We would love an opportunity to earn your business at Rod's Fertilizer and Sales, your farming friends since 1985.
Welcome back to KCHE. Raptors with a 2-1 lead here as we go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Raptors will be number 42, the DH, Lucas Heilman. He's batting for Ethan Mason, the second baseman, and on deck will be Noah Struck. The Raptors got 2 on the board in the top of the first. Falcons just picked up one there in the second, so Kohler in his second inning of work. Swing and a miss by Heilman, 0-1 the count. Price led off the first with a double and scored a run. Murtu walked and scored a run. That one in for a strike, so we're 0-2 to Heilman as we start the second. Bryson Kohler on the mound, the sophomore for the Falcons. Heilman settles in. Swung foul ball right over to the first base dugout. Kohler with the 0-2, swung on, hit to center field. Winter Road comes in on it. It's going to drop for a base hit, and Heilman's on with a hit to start the second inning for the Raptors. The way he came out of the Winter Road, the way he came in really fast, it looked like he was going to make it there, and then he stopped just short of it, and it grounded for a base hit. So that'll bring up Noah Struck, the right fielder. Throw over to first, and Heilman slides in safe. Struck, just a sophomore, hitting .213 on the season. Kohler works out of the stretch. Heilman with a lead at first. That one's outside for a ball. 1-0 to Struck. With a runner on first, no outs here in the bottom of the second. Ridgeview with a 2-1 lead over the Falcons from OABCIG. DeJean playing in at third. He's in on the grass. That one's outside, ball 2. 2-0 to Struck. That one's low, misses. 3-0 the count. From Kohler to Struck, a lead at first. The 3-0 pitch, right down the middle for a strike. No outs, runner on first, a 3-1 count. Throw over to first. Heilman slides in safe. The leadoff batter, Trayson Price, is on deck for the Raptors. He led off the game with a double, scored the game's first run. Kohler with the pitch, and that's misses, and Struck will get a walk. So 2 runners on, first and second for the Raptors, and brings up the top of the order, Trayson Price. Ridgeview with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the second. Time called by the base umpire. Now Kohler works out of the stretch, checks both runners, shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's a ball, 1-0 count. Price has the wheels. He's had 24 stolen bases on the season, so I would think bunt would be in the works right now. A 1-0 count. He shows it but pulls it back, and it's in for a strike. Throw down to third, and Heilman slides into third safe. It was a nice throw by Hofflane, but not quite in time. The tag put on by DeJean, but just a little late. So first and third for the Raptors. A 1-1 count to Price here in the bottom of the second with no outs. Kohler steps off.
Nobody out. Trayson Price, the batter.
1-1 from Kohler. The runner goes, swung on, strike, and he's safe at second. And it's a 1-2 count to Price with runners at second and third. The 1-2 from Kohler works out of the stretch. Down low, ball 2. Evens out the count, 2-2 to Trayson Price. Price, a senior for the Raptors. The 2-2, down low, 3-2. Good work by Hofflane to stop that one. That would have definitely scored Heilman from third. No outs, bottom of the second. Second and third with a full count to Price. A little bit high, ball 4, and that loads the bases for the Raptors. A base hit to lead off the inning by Heilman, and then a walk to Struck and a walk to Price loads the bases for the Raptors. And shortstop Blake Murtu up. He walked in his first at-bat. Outside, ball 1. Kohler, just a sophomore on the mound for the Falcons. Blake Murtu, just a freshman for the Raptors. He thought about it, but he checked it, but it's in for a strike. 1-1 the count. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second, 1-1 count. Swung on, foul back by Murtu. 2 strikes, 1-2 the count. Kohler works out of the stretch. Swung on, bloop, single, going to go over the head of the shortstop, and it's going to drop. And nobody there to cover second base. And the run's going to score. Everybody advances. And that drops in for an RBI single. And that scores Heilman for the game's Raptors' third run and make it 3-1. And advances everybody safely. Struck to third. Trayson Price to second. And there's going to be another mound visit by Coach Johnson. Come out and talk to his pitcher and try to settle him down. He's got bases loaded with no outs. And up to bat will be Kinnick Jensen. He grounded out to the pitcher, bunted down the first baseline in the first inning. And we will have a pitching change. And into pitch will be Trayton Kohler. Will come in from first base to pitch. We'll step aside for 60 and be back with second inning action from Holstein.
Welcome to Rooted Boutique, a contemporary women's and men's clothing store with 2 locations in Northwest Iowa, Holstein and downtown Sioux City. When you walk through our Rooted doors, it's all about you. Browse our collection of women's styles from cut from the cloth denim, Dolce Vita, and Steve Madden footwear. Find a unique dress for your next event or a business casual look for work. Shop menswear from 7 Diamonds, Liverpool, and Mizzen and Maine, and be dazzled by our exclusive stone and Jersey jewelry line. Visit one of our Rooted stores and experience our lounge-style dressing rooms and personal styling services, or visit us online at shoprootedinstyle.com.
So I can do and be anything.
When you walk into Sioux Valley Family Health, we want you to feel as if you are entering our home.
At Sioux Valley Family Health, our goal is to improve the health of our community by improving the health of the families who live here. Dr. Christopher Vandaloon and his staff are here to serve you because our priority is to treat each patient as if they are our own family. Make an appointment with us today.
Your family is our family at Sioux Valley Family Health.
To Holstein, a 3-1 lead before the Ridgeview Raptors over the Falcons of OAB. And a pitching change will come into pitch will be Trayton Kohler will come into pitch from first base. Trayton Kohler on the season, a senior. He's 0-4 record, a 4.20 ERA. And there's going to be a catching change also. It looks like the pitcher, Bryson Kohler, will go in to catch. So they're waiting on him to get his gear on. Ridgeview with bases loaded, a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the second, and up to bat will be Kinnick Jensen. Jensen grounded out, bunted down the first baseline. Kohler grabbed it and threw to first for the out in the first inning. Bryson Kohler in to catch. Trayton Kohler in to pitch. Kinnick Jensen in to bat. Umpires ready to go. Bases loaded for the Raptors here in the bottom of the second. A 3-1 lead. And Kinnick Jensen settles in. He will probably will not get the bunt sign this time. Kohler works out of the stretch. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Kinnick Jensen. A tough situation to come into for Trayton. But from the looks of that first pitch, he's ready for it. He puts one right by Jensen for a strike. The lefty pitches another one in there, and it's fouled off. An 0-2 count to Jensen. Two count to Jensen. Bases loaded, no outs for Ridgeview here in the bottom of the second, looking to put more on this 3-1 lead. Nice dig in the dirt by Kohler, and it's a 1-2 count. 1-2 from Kohler. Swung on, fouled back.
Strike foul backs, 5 by first, and now 2, although it's probably more than that.
1-2 count from Trayton Kohler. Off-speed pitch a little bit inside, evens out the count 2-2 to Jensen. Bases loaded for Ridgeview here, bottom of the second. Struck at second, struck at third, Price at second. Murtu at first, and the swing and a miss. Strike 3, Jensen with the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up number 4 hole hitter, K.O. Murtu, had a base hit in the first inning. Down low in the dirt, pass ball, runner's going to score, Struck's going to score from third, and runners all advance, and it's a 4-1 ball game. Struck scores from third on the pass ball. Price to third, and Blake Murtu to second. It's a 4-1 ball game, bottom of the second, 1 out. K.O. Murtu up to bat for the Raptors. Had a base hit in the first inning that scored 2. The 1-0 from Kohler. Swung on. Base hit into left field past DeJean. One's going to score, and he's in with a single. Another RBI single for K.O. Murtu. And Price scores to make it a 5-1 ball game. Blake Murtu to third. So first and third for the Raptors. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Gavin Voss. RBI base hit in the first inning. 5-1 ball game, Raptors. First and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Leads at first and third. Kohler works out of the stretch. Right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 from Kohler to Voss. 5-1 ball game in favor of the Raptors. That one's down in the dirt. Nice dig by Bryson Kohler to save a run there. A 1-1 count to Gavin Voss. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch from Kohler. And that one's inside. 2-1.
Jonathan Colbert here with you on the call in the second inning. 5-1 Raptors lead.
2-1 count from Kohler to Voss. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That one's up, ball 3. You're listening to KCHE bringing you Raptor and Falcon baseball here. Iowa Class 2A District 15 first round game. The Falcons from OAB come up and take on the Raptors. These two teams split during the regular season. The Raptors got them early in their year 2-1, and then the Falcons won during the conference tournament 15-4. The rubber match tonight right now being taken by the Raptors. 5-1 score here in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and third, 1 out. 3-1 count from Kohler to Voss. Swung on, ground ball to second base. Gets it, bobbles it, gets the out at 2. And so Voss is safe at first with the fielder's choice. The out at second for the second out. Fielded and then bobbled by Parks, but he gets it to the base for the out. That'll bring up Caden Beatty, number 7. And it scored a run. Blake Murtu make it a 6-1 ball game with 1 and 2 outs. First pitch from Kohler swung on and missed. Strike 1 to Beatty. The Raptors got 2 in the first. They've picked up 4 more here in the second to make it a 6-1 ball game. That one's low, ball 1. Evens out the count to Beatty, 1-1. Trayton Kohler in relief, facing his 4th batter. Runner being held on at first. Swung on, ground ball to short. He grabs it over to first. Nice dig, no. And the ball gets past the first baseman. Runners go to second and third. And we're going to have second and third with 2 outs. Trayton Gilbert, the new first baseman for the Falcons. Can't dig it. And so we have a 6-1 ball game. Runners on second and third. And that'll bring up Owen Worthen. Foul ball back for Worthen. 0-1 count. The 9th batter of the inning for the Raptors. Heilman led off the inning. He's on deck. 6-1 score in favor of the Raptors. Runners on second and third. The 0-1 from Kohler in for a swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 2 strikes on Worthen here. The 9th batter of the inning for the Raptors. They've plated 4 this inning, made with a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the second. Trayton Kohler in for a strike, and they got Worthen looking for the 3rd out. Ridgeview scores 4 on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. After 2, it's 6-1. Be back in 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Adam Henderson State Farm Insurance and Financial Service in Holstein brings the big company pricing and protection from State Farm to a local agency where guys like Adam, Jeremy, and myself, Matt, are here to help you when you need it most. Coverage for your home, auto, life, and farm ranch. We understand your needs because we live here too. Please stop by or call and get a no-obligation quote today from us at Adam Henderson State Farm in Holstein to see your potential savings. As we continue to be like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A&A Food and Fuel in Holstein.
For any reason, for every season, we have what you need at Stevenson Hardware in Holstein. We may be a small family-owned hardware store, but we listen to our customers and stock what you need. Tools to build your dreams and Valspar paint to give them life. Grills and gardening supplies to make your summers nice. Mowers to snowblowers, hardware to plumbing, electrical to agricultural, school supplies to household cleaners. We have it or we'll get it. Expect more from our family-owned hardware store. Stevenson Hardware on Main in Holstein.
Memorial Field here in Holstein. Iowa Class 2A District 15 first round game between the Ridgeview Raptors and the OABCIG Falcons. Raptors with a 6-1 lead here as we go to the top of the third. And leading off for the Falcons will be the second baseman, number 2, Andrew Parks. He's the 9-hitter in the order. Kale Murtu works out of the windup in his 3rd inning of work for Murtu. First one in, a little bit outside, ball 1. Got 3 pop-outs in the first inning after a double by Trayton Kohler, and then a strikeout to end the second inning after the Falcons put 1 on the board. That went in for a strike, 1-1 the count to Parks. The 1-1 high, ball 2 from Murtu. Kale, the big lefty for the Raptors. He gets the sign he wants. He works out of the windup. That one in, missed, 3-1. 6-1 the score in favor of the Raptors. 3-1 pitch from Murtu. That one for a strike. Makes the count full. Parks thought he had a walk there and got about 3 or 4 steps out of the batter's box and then realized he just called a strike, so he come back. The payoff pitch, full count from Murtu. And got him swinging for a strikeout. First out of the inning, second K of the night for Murtu. And that'll bring up the number 1 batter in the order, the now catcher, Bryson Kohler. Kohler grounded out to short, or popped out to short in the first inning. Murtu with 1 out. Faces Kohler, the first pitch. Swing and a miss from Kohler. Murtu ready to work. 0-1 with one out. That one inside, ball one. Makes the count 1-1.
6-1. This rivalry matchup.
The 1-1 from Murtu. Swung on, hit. Second baseman's underneath it and goes back and makes the catch. Nice play there by Ethan Mason as he went backpedaled for the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up number 35, Jax DeJean, third baseman for the Falcons. Popped out to center field. First pitch, ground ball to third base, and plays it. Beatty plays it off a glove, and it goes into left field, and DeJean will be on base with 2 outs for the Falcons. DeJean took the first pitch down the third baseline. Beatty couldn't play it at third. So with 2 outs, the Falcons get DeJean aboard. DeJean with 9 stolen bases on the season for the Falcons. And that'll bring up the pitcher, number 1, Trayton Kohler. First pitch outside, ball 1 from Murtu. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. With DeJean at first. Kohler at bat. They check their signals. They get the number from coach. They check their wristbands to get the play call. The 1-1 from Murtu. I thought he was going to first on that one. That's in and popped out foul over the first base dugout. 1-2 count to Kohler. One-two from Murtu to Kohler here in the top of the third. 6-1 ball game in favor of the Raptors. That one low in the dirt. Nice block by Kennick Jensen to save DeJean going to second. 2-2 the count, evens it out. You're listening to KCHE, Iowa Class 2A postseason basketball live from Holstein. The Falcons come in to take on the Ridgeview Raptors. That pitch a little high, ball 3. Full count. This is the second game of the doubleheader tonight. In the first game, the Cherokee Braves knocked off Maple Valley Anthenoto 4-2 to advance to the second round. The full count pitch swung on, fouled back by Kohler. DeJean with the lead at first. Murtu checks him. Goes to the plate. DeJean goes. Swung on. Hit to center field. Price comes in on it. Underneath it, 2 hands and snags it for the out. And the inning there. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on. So after 2.5, it is 6-1 Raptors back with the bottom of the third in 60 on KCHE.
At Whitmer Spine and Sports Chiropractic, they take an individualized approach to treatment.
In my practice, I've been coming across a lot of sports injuries. One treatment approach that I have had tremendous success with is laser therapy. The laser focuses light energy into the injured area, increasing blood flow and speeding the healing process. Laser therapy has been very beneficial in treating ankle sprains, knee sprains, and other common sports injuries. If a sports injury has sidelined you, give us a call at Whitmer Spine and Sports Chiropractic in Holstein to see if laser therapy is right for you.
United Bank of
Neil Cruz bringing you baseball, postseason baseball action on KCHE, and welcome to all of our viewers watching live on Fuller Digital Solutions. You're watching the Falcons and the Raptors. Ridgeview with a 6-1 lead as we go into the bottom of the third. And starting off the third, just like he did the second, will be Lucas Heilman facing Trayton Kohler in his first full inning of work. Line drive down the left field just past DeJean at third, in for a base hit, and Heilman starts it out just like he did in the second with a base hit. So Heilman on first, and that'll bring up Noah Struck. Struck walked and then got around and scored in that second inning. Ridgeview with a 6-1 lead. This is the rubber match in the series. They split during the regular season. DeJean plays in at third. Struck, that one's low, ball one. Kohler came in midway through the second inning after Ridgeview had put up 4 runs on Bryson Kohler. Trenton came in to pitch for the Falcons. Down in the dirt, nice block by Bryson, but it gets away from him. Heilman's going to go into second, and he'll be at second on the pass ball. A 2-0 count to Struck. He steps out, gets a sign from Coach. Kohler's going to work out of the stretch with Heilman on second. Ridgeview looking to add to this 6-1 lead. Struck thought about bunt, and he put one down, but it bounced off the plate. Foul ball. 2-1 count to Struck. Heilman gets the signs from Coach. Struck settles in the right-handed batter's box. Just a freshman. 2-1 count from Kohler. He shows bunt. He puts it down to Kohler's left side. He throws to third to get the out, and they get him into third. Nice play there by the pitcher, Kohler, to get the lead runner in Heilman for the first out, and Struck gets on fielder's choice, and that'll bring up the top of the order for the Raptors, Trayson Price. He's got a base hit and a walk, and he's scored 2 runs. Kohler works out of the stretch. Down low for a ball. Both pitchers a lefty now. Trayton Kohler, a lefty, checks the runner at first. In Struck. First stats outside for a ball, 2-0. I don't think I've ever seen an umpire do this. He doesn't. A lot of umpires will put their hand, like if it's an outside pitch, they'll wave their hand outside. This guy, when it comes in, he just looks left or right of which way he thinks that was and letting the people know it was inside or outside. Down and low, nice block by Kohler. 3-0 the count to Price. Price ahead in the count here, 3-0. Kohler works out of the stretch. Shows bunt, but he pulls it back. It falls in for a strike. (3-1) from Kohler. In for a strike, 3-2. Struck still at first after the walk, or fielder's choice, that he bunted down and got Heilman at third. The payoff pitch from Kohler swung on. Foul ball down the third baseline. So a full count, foul ball.
It's going to be a fair ball. It's going to be an impossible throw the way Kohler had to run to get to it. Full count delivery, they'll do it again.
1 out, bottom of the third. Ridgeview with a 6-1 lead over the Falcons of OAB. Kohler, full count to Trayson Price, and he'll deliver again. That one in, outside, ball 4. Price will take his base, and Struck will advance to second. First and second for the Raptors, 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Blake Murtu up to bat for the Raptors. 0-1 to Murtu. He got a walk and a base hit, and he scored on both of them. RBI single in the second. Swung on, base hit into center field, and they're going to hold Struck at third, and it's going to be bases loaded with one out. Just as Coach put his hand up to hold Struck at third, the center fielder kind of bobbled that, and so he might have been able to score, but he goes into third safely. Price into second. Murtu into first. Bases loaded, one out, and that'll bring up the catcher, Kinnick Jensen. Grounded out on a bunt and struck out in the second for the Raptors. That one inside, ball one to Jensen. The 1-0 swung on, bloop single. It's going to fall into center field for a hit, and it's going to score a run, and everybody's going to be safe. RBI single for Kinnick Jensen. And it's a 7-1 ball game. Struck scores on the single. Everybody advances just over the head of the shortstop and just in too far for Winter Road. And that'll bring up Kale Murtu. 2 base hits on the night, 3 RBIs. A 7-1 ball game, 1 out, bases loaded. Murtu, first one in from Kohler, is a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to Murtu. 7-1 lead for the Raptors with bases loaded. Time called.
Bases loaded. Jensen first. Blake Murtu at second. Tracy Price at third. One across, one out. 7-1 our score.
0-2 count to Murtu. That's high, ball one. 1-2 count with bases loaded. Murtu's getting ready to get a hold of one here. Maybe put this game out of hand for good for the Raptors. That one outside, ball 2, 2-2 the count. On deck will be left fielder Gavin Vaz. A base hit in the first and got on a fielder's choice in the second for the Raptors. Swung on, popped up, foul past the first base dugout. And multiple 2-strike foul balls tonight for both teams. 7-1 ball game. Raptors with the 6-run lead. Bases loaded, 1 out. Kale Murtu, nice dig in the dirt by Kohler to save a run. And that's a ball. 3-2, full count to Murtu. Raptors looking to put this out of hand really quick. Murtu, the senior. Ground ball, base hit down the left field line. One's going to score. They're sending another one in. Blake Murtu is going to score. And a 2-run single by Kale Murtu. 3 singles, 5 RBIs, and it's a 9-1 lead for the Raptors over the Falcons here in Holstein. And it's going to be a pinch runner for the pitcher, number 12. Gavin Steer will run again for Kale Murtu. Jensen to second, Murtu at first. 2 on, 1 out. That'll bring up Gavin Vaz. He's swing and a miss for strike 1. The 0-1 from Kohler, swung on, foul back, 0-2. Lucas Heilman started out the inning with a base hit. And then on the next struck, got on a fielder's choice. Heilman, they got the lead runner for the out on the second at bat, and now the Raptors have put 3 up. That one outside, ball 1, 1-2 to Vaz. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Raptors have put 3 up this inning to make it a 9-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. He's out. First base was occupied. for the second out of the inning, and that'll bring up your third baseman, senior Caden Beatty, for the Raptors with runners on second and third. They both advanced on the drop. Third strike. So it's a 9-1 ball game. Runners on second and third. 2 outs for the Raptors, and Caden Beatty hits a foul ball right down the first baseline. He's down 0-1. Count to Beatty. Trayton Kohler works out of the stretch with runners on second and third. The 0-1 up and out of the zone. 0-1-1 the count. Ridgeview batting through the lineup again, the 8th batter of the inning. Kohler with the 0-1-1, and that's in for a strike. 1-2 the count to Caden Beatty. Popped out to center in the first inning and got on with the first baseman's error in the second inning. A nice clean ball by the shortstop thrown over, and he couldn't quite field it. The 1-2 down in the dirt, dug by Kohler. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Raptors have put 3 across this inning to make it 9-1. 2-2 the count. Down low, 3-2. The count is full to Caden Beatty. First base is open. Runners on second and third. On deck, first baseman Owen Worthen. The full count pitch from Kohler. Inside, got him looking. And Beatty goes down for the third out. Kohler's 4th strikeout of the night. And they get 3 runs on 4 hits. And they lead 9-1 going into the top of the 4th, back in 60 on KCHE.
Cook what you want, when you want it, with a new Maytag range. Make crispy favorites using air fry. Delicious baked goods with the help of convection, and tasty broiled vegetables and meats all right in the oven. Cleanup is easy with the included dishwasher-safe air fry basket and self-cleaning oven. Visit Jim's TV and Appliance to see Maytag gas and electric ranges with the air fry feature. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, serving the area for more than 65 years.
Values.
We're buying a bigger home.
A 4-bedroom, but, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is malfunctioning.
Because we want kids.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait. We only have a cat.
Calculating farm insurance.
Is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farming Agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
Welcome back to Holstein, top of the 4th. Ridgeview with a 4-1 lead over OABCIG Falcons as we start the top of the 4th. Due up for the Falcons will be the center fielder, number 24, Gabe Winterroad. Kale Murtu in his 4th inning of work, unofficially 45 pitches on the night for Kale, by my book anyway. 2 strikeouts on the night, and the first pitch down low for ball 1 as we start the 4th inning. OAB's got to get something going here now. They're down 9-1. Winterroad starts it out. The 1-0 from Murtu. Down low, 2-0. Winterroad grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. Showed bunt. Pulled it back, but it's in for a strike. 2-1 the count. Swung on, base hit to right center field. It's going to be in the gap, and he's going to go to second. He's coming for third. The cutoff, the throw, and they tag him for the out. Nice relay throw by the Raptors. The kid's got speed, but it was a nice relay throw by the Raptors, and they nail him out at third. Winterroad gets a double and gets thrown out for the first out at third base. So 1 down here. So instead of runners on second with no outs, you got 1 out, nobody on. And that's got to make K.O. Murtu feel really good at the mound. First pitch in, a strike to Kelton Ladwig as he leads off this second batter in the 4th inning for the Falcons. The 0-1 swung on and missed.
Back in the second, that was trying to be stretched to a double, but got thrown out. And on that double,
So an 0-2 count, 1 out to Kelton Ladwig here in the top of the 4th. Murtu works. Swing on, foul ball right off Jensen's mask. Kennick Jensen. Foul ball right off the front of the mask. Takes a second to take the mask off and take a deep breath. Get him a few seconds. Ball in play. Murtu with the 0-2. Inside, ball 1. One out here, top of the 4th. The 1-2 from Murtu. Off speed, a little high, 2-2, evens it out. The winner of tonight's game will head over to Hinton on next Wednesday night, July 5th, to take on the Hinton Blackhawks, the number 2 seed in the district. The 2-2 from Murtu, up and high, ball 3, fills the count. Ladwig battles back into it. The payoff pitch from Murtu with 1 out. Swing on, hit to left field, and it's going to drop for a base hit down the line. And Ladwig will be in with a single, and that definitely would have scored Winter Road from second if he'd have been there. But he got thrown out trying to stretch that double into a triple, the batter before that, and that'll bring up the DH, Evan Hoffman, for the Falcons. Runner on first, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Raptors with a 9-1 lead over the Falcons in this Class 2A District 15 first round game. First pitch to Hoffman, swing and a miss, strike 1. Murtu with the 0-1 pitch. That one a little high, ball 1. 1-1 the count from Murtu. Swung on, ground ball. Base hit to left field right between short and third. And so now we got runners on first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up the shortstop, number 30, Damon Dossel. Dossel popped out, flied out to center field in the second inning. Runners on first and second for the Falcons. Got a little business going here in the top of the 4th, trying to get back into this game. Swing popped up, back Kennick Jensen back to the fence. Makes the nice catch right up against the fence there, as what you would call like maybe the warning track right behind home plate. First out, second out of the inning. So 2 down, runners on first and second, and up will be the first baseman. Got to grab his name off that sheet I just wrote, Trenton Gilbert. He came in to play first base when Trayton Kohler came in to pitch, and the first pitch to him is a ball, so it's a 1-0 to Gilbert. Gilbert, a junior. Kohler, Murtu steps off, checks the runner. He's back on, setting the stretch, the 1-0. Down the pipe for a strike, 1-1 the count. Gilbert, a junior on the season, hitting 150. He's only had 20 at-bats. A double, a single, a triple on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2 the count to Gilbert. Murtu wants to put this inning behind him and get out of here with 2 outs, runners on first and second. Ridgeview with a 9-1 lead over the Falcons. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Murtu puts him down. Strikeout number 3 for Murtu on the night. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Raptors with a 9-1 lead, back in 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Add the power of Maytag to your laundry room with a washer built to handle tough loads. Plus, a model with the deep fill option, delivering more water when you want it. With the power agitator and a variety of cycles and options, you'll have the help you want to power through laundry day. Shop Maytag top load washers today at Jim's TV and Appliance. Jim's TV and Appliance in Odebolt, your Whirlpool, Maytag, and Amana authorized service center, serving the area for more than 65 years.
Farming isn't.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Denise Van Dusen in Ida Grove at 712-364-2931.
Welcome back to Holstein, Iowa Class 2A District 15 first round game. Ridgeview Raptors with a 9-1 lead over the OABCIG Falcons in this second game of the doubleheader. Cherokee Braves got a win in the first game 4-2 over Maple Valley. And Cherokee will advance to the second round next Wednesday down at Underwood. The winner of this game will head over to Hinton next Wednesday and take on the district's 2 seed. Starting off for the Raptors will be first baseman Owen Worthen, and the first pitch into him is down low for a ball. Second one down in the dirt also, 2-0 to Worthen. He popped out to the second baseman in the first inning and struck out in the second. Raptors have batted around 9 batters in the second and 8 batters in the third. A 3-0 count to Worthen from Kohler. Kohler in his second full inning of work. He came in after 4 batters of the second inning. That one in for a strike. 3-1 count to Worthing. 9-1 the score in favor of the Raptors. That one outside. Ball 4. Take your base, Owen Worthing. So runner on first. Raptors looking to add to this 9-1 lead. And up to bat will be the DH, Lucas Heilman. He started off both the second and the third innings with a base hit. He's 2 for 2 on the night with a run scored. He looks to add to it here. That one in for a strike to Lucas Heilman, 0-1. Kohler starts out with the lead on this one. Trayton Kohler started the game at first base, came in for Bryson Kohler to pitch midway through the second. Swung on, deep fly ball, center field. It's going to drop at the fence. Worthen's coming around. Worthen's going to be held at second, and he's going to be in with a double for Heilman. 3 for 3 on the night, 2 singles and a double for Lucas Heilman, the DH. And the Raptors have runners at second and third with no outs, and that'll bring up freshman Noah Struck. That was a really hard hit ball towards center field. 9-1 Raptors, second and third. No outs, Struck up to bat, got out on the fielder's choice in the last inning. First one in for a strike. Struck, he's got a walk and got on a fielder's choice, and he scored 2 runs for the Raptors. The second pitch, 0-1. Ground ball, base hit right up the center, right up the middle. They're waving. Oh, they hold him up. They hold him up, Heilman. They waved him around. And as soon as he hit the base, the coach put the brakes on, and they hold him at third, and that's an RBI single for Noah Struck. And that scores Worthen. And it's a 10-1 ball game with runners on first and third, no outs. And we're going to have a mound visit by Coach Johnson. And he's going to come out and talk to Trayton Kohler. He waves off the catcher. Johnson just wants to talk to Kohler. Top of the lineup up for the Raptors, Trayson Price. 2 walks, a double, and 3 runs scored. All offense for the Raptors tonight. Scored 2 runs in the first, 4 in the second, and 3 in the third, and 1 so far this inning. And we have ourselves a 10-1 ball game with a runner on third, a runner on first. And the top of the lineup up to bat, Trayson Price. Now the catcher, Kohler, will go out and talk to Trayton Kohler, get a few things straight. This is the rubber match between these two teams. They split during the season. Raptors won the early game May 30th, I believe. It was 2-1, and then the Falcons won the game in the Western Valley Conference Tournament 15-4. Price steps up. He settles in the right-handed batter's box. Kohler's going to work out of the stretch. He checks the runner on first. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Kohler starts out ahead 0-1.
Trayson Price has batted in each of the first 4 innings. Double first, walked in both the second and third, scored each time as well.
10-1 the lead. 0-1, 0-2 fouled back. No outs here in the top of the bottom of the fourth. Raptors with runners on first and third. Struck at first. Heilman at third. 10-1 ball game. The 0-2 outside. 1-2 to Price. Price has batted in each of the first 4 innings now. Scored all 3 times he's been up to bat. A base hit and 2 walks. Started out the game for the Raptors with a double. This one inside, ball 2, evens out the count, 2-2 from Kohler. Raptors looking to put at least one more up, have a 10-run lead going in the top of the 5th. Take the Falcons down and be done with this. And they get Price looking at that one. Strikeout for number 1. Strikeout number 5 for Kohler on the night. And that'll bring up Blake Murtu, the shortstop. Freshman for the Raptors. 1 out, runners at first and third. That one in for a strike. Blake Murtu, he scored 3 runs tonight. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a walk, and 3 runs scored, and RBI. 0 for 1. Swung on. He calls foul ball off of Murtu. Looks like it went off his foot. He walks a little gingerly. Umpire kind of takes his time getting back to give Blake a minute to walk that off, shake it off. An 0-2 count to Blake Murtu with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on first and third for the Raptors. The pitch from Kohler, swung on and a miss, strikeout. Strike 3 for out number 2 of the inning. And that's strikeout number 6 on the night for Trayton Kohler. And that'll bring up Kennick Jensen, the catcher for the Raptors. Jensen 1 for 3 with a base hit. He struck out and grounded out. That one high. Ball 1. 1-0 count to Kennick Jensen. Catcher for the Raptors up to bat with runners on first and third. The pitch from Kohler swung on, foul back. Evens out the count 1-1. Runners on the corners for the Raptors, 2 down. The pitch from Kohler outside, 2-1 the count. On deck, Raptors pitcher Kale Murtu, 3 for 3 on the night with 5 RBIs. He's licking his chops at getting up here. Pitch to popped up. It's going to bounce down for a base hit. Dropped right in front of the second baseman. I think he got distracted with the runner going from first to third, or first to second. And that scores a run in Heilman. And it's 11-1. Struck at second, Jensen at first. Jensen gets the RBI. And that brings up Kale Murtu with the runners on first and second, 2 outs. Raptors with a 10-run lead here in the bottom of the fourth, 11-1. The first pitch to Murtu, in for a strike. Murtu 3 for 3 on the night, 5 RBIs. The 0-1 outside. 1-1 the count to Murtu. Kohler works out of the stretch with runners on first and second. The lefty brings the 0-2. 1-1 and swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. So it's a 1-2 to Murtu, 2 outs. Swung on, hit long down, foul down the third baseline. One-two count. Murtu settles in, Kohler out of the stretch. 2 outs, runners at first and second. The 1-2 pitch, outside, evens out the count at 2. 2-2 to Kale Murtu, pitcher for the Raptors tonight. 6 strikeouts on the night for Kohler. Swing and a miss, there's another one, and he puts down Murtu. 7 strikeouts on the night. The Raptors pick up 2 runs to make it 11-1, back with the top of the fifth. Due up for OABCIG will be Parks, Kohler, and DeJean. Back in 60 on KCHE and Fuller Digital.
Agnew & Stossman, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, understands the value of teamwork. That's why we are looking forward to the accomplishments of the hardworking student athletes on our baseball and softball teams. Every achievement, big and small, is worth celebrating. Trust in teamwork, trust in tomorrow. Contact me, Lauren, or Dave at Agnew & Stossman Insurance Agency today.
Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
When one door closes, another one opens.
Is Iowa, and Avila Bank is now even more available for you. With 16 locations across the state, including new branches in Ames, Ankeny, and Sioux City. Right now, sign up for a Simply Free checking account and get your new debit card instantly. We'll even buy back your old bank's unused checks. Avila Bank has been banking in Iowa since 1870, and we're proud to be growing with your community. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Holstein, folks. KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions bringing you Raptor and Falcon baseball here. Iowa Class 2A District 15 first round play. The Raptors with an 11-1 lead as we go to the top of the fifth. Leading off for the Falcons will be the number 9 hitter, second baseman, number 2, Andrew Parks. Kale Murtu will start his 5th inning of work. Murtu has thrown unofficially 64 pitches, 3 strikeouts on the night. The first pitch to Parks. Swung on, hit to center field. Price is underneath it, and he snags it with 2 hands for the out. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Bryson Kohler, the catcher, started on the mound for the Falcons, and then midway through the second got in trouble. And he goes to pitch, or to catch, when Trayton Kohler comes in to pitch. Kohler has popped out 2 times tonight. Murtu's first one, outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Foul ball down the first baseline, 1-1 to Kohler. The 1-1 from Murtu. Down outside for a ball, 2-1 with 1 out. Raptors can close this out with a 1-2-3 inning. Don't give up a run. 10-run rule after 5. Swung on, ground ball to third. He bobbles it a little bit, over to first. Nice play by Caden Beatty at third. Comes running in the grass and picks that up, bobbles it out of the glove during the transfer, but makes the throw anyway over to Worthen at first with a nice stretch. And then That's the 5-3 out for the second, and that'll bring up Jax DeJean. DeJean has popped out and got on an air, and DeJean, the last hope for the Falcons as the Raptors can close this out with an out here. That one's a little low for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 count with 2 outs. Murtu with the pitch. Down low, nice dig by Jensen. 2-0 to DeJean. The 2-0 from Murtu. Swung on. Ground ball snagged by Murtu. Thrown over to first. Picked by Worthen, and the game is over. Raptors advance. 1-2-3 inning by Cale Murtu to end it out. And they win 11-1 over the Falcons. And they will advance to next Wednesday night. Travel over to Hinton and take on the Blackhawks in the second round action. We will step aside for 60. Be back with some postgame. Here, the Raptors pick up the win 11-1 over the Falcons. Back in 60 on KCHE.
Come on back to the Backdraft in Holstein. They have enjoyed and will continue serving you the finest in Backdraft to go. But you deserve a night out. A night away from home. No dishes after your meal. And a family-friendly social atmosphere. Sometimes getting out of the house is just better. And it's always better with the Backdraft menu. Pizzas, burgers, prime rib. Time to come on back to the Backdraft in downtown Holstein and extinguish your hunger.
Events. Your car is important to you.
I'm Darren from Holstein Manufacturing and Holstein Fabrication. Our company was built upon making the best in residential and commercial grills, and we still do. But we have grown, added laser cutters, and expanded our services to offer fabricating and manufacturing of just about anything. We use only the best products. No shortcuts are taken, which means a better result for you. We'd love to help manufacture for you and your company. Please check us out online at holsteinmfg.com.
United Bank of Iowa would like to say,
life is about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
Is a place where conversations and welcome.
Value in every shopping experience at the Holstein Supermarket.
We know we're a smaller guy, so we can't always compete all the time with the big stores, but we try to offer a fair price, good products. We want you coming back, so we're not going to try and mess around with pricing on you. We try and eat as much of the cost with freight rates and everything going up. We're just trying to keep people coming in. We know everybody's budgets are tight. Ours are. I got good employees that we can steer you in the right direction for what you want. So thank you for choosing the Holstein Supermarket, where we value you.
OABCIG Falcons in first round play. The Raptors will advance to next Wednesday as they will travel over to Hinton to take on the Hinton Blackhawks in second round action. Run down a little bit of stats that I got here. Cale Murtu went the distance, only gave up 5 hits, but only 3 of those base runners reached base, were on safely. 2 of the hits, one was a single, tried to stretch into a double, and then a double tried to stretch to a triple, and they were thrown out. So only given up 5 hits, but only 3 of them reached safely. The 1 run scored by Kelton Ladwig after he had walked. So for the Raptors on the offensive side, Trayson Price goes 1 for 2 with 2 walks and 3 runs scored. Blake Murtu 2 for 3, 3 runs scored. Kennick Jensen 2 for 4, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. And then Cale Murtu 3 for 4, 4 RBIs with 3 singles. Lucas Heilman, the DH, 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, and 2 runs scored. The Raptors pick up the win tonight on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions, 11-1 over the Falcons. The Braves of Cherokee pick up the win in the early game tonight, 4-3 over Maple Valley. The Braves will advance next Wednesday night down to Underwood to take on the district's #1 seed, Class 2A, #5 rated team, the Underwood Eagles. And the Ridgeview Raptors will head over to Hinton next Wednesday and take on the Blackhawks. 7 o'clock game time on both of those games. For Madison on the Computer and Video for Fuller Digital Solutions and KCHE, I'm Neil Cruz saying good night, and we'll see you next game. Good luck to both the Raptors and the Braves.